Welcome along, guys. Well, after my jet setting, I thought it was about time I got back in the garage and finished off the Duke project. So as you can see behind me, I've got carbon Dyemag, carbon fibre wheels to go on, titanium bolts, carbon fibre. You guessed it, this episode is all about weight loss. Gorgeous, gorgeous. So the plan will be wheels. I haven't got any tyres yet, so they'll come a bit later in this episode. But the plan will be take things off, weigh them, replace them with lighter things. So I've got carbon fibre sprocket guard, they're for motor composites, carbon fibre rad air intake scoopy things, new headlight surround, new headlight side pods as well, they're from FF Carbon. Lithium battery, that's going to be the biggest weight loss, but of course it's going to be the carbon rims, which let's get a little zoom in on those bad boys. With carbon wheels, because they're lighter and you haven't got as much gyroscopic effect, the bike will turn quicker, it will accelerate quicker because the wheels will spin faster, it will brake quicker because it's less mass to stop when you're braking. So I'm going to spend a lot of time, and there's going to be a couple of videos all about carbon wheels and the benefits of them, basically. So what's first? What should we bolt on first? Where do we start? I think the biggest, let's start with probably the biggest weight saving, and that'll be the lithium battery. So this is my spreadsheet of all the items. I think I've got them all, I'll have to check in a minute, and the stock and the uprated weights, and it will tally them up. Let's go high tech, you know, never mind pen and paper, let's use a spreadsheet, man. This is the 21st century. Oh, Jesus. That's a big boy. This one, 4784. Lithium, 829 grams. That's unbelievable. Thank you for purchasing the battery. It's the high-tech replacement battery for your motorcycle. Blah blah. Boring me already. Right, it's banging back in. That weighs nothing. How can that be a battery? How can it crank the bike? I better see if it starts, don't I? If you can crank it. Only bloody works. So that's nearly 4 kilos saved. I'm speechless. 4 kilos. Right, I think we'll start bolting on the carbon bits and bobs. This is all the carbon bits I've got. So it's time to start whipping off the plastics and sticking on the carbon by the scales. Oh, I've had it off before. Oh, it comes off from down here, does it? Come on, you! 67 grams. Carbon, 54. These are lovely, you know. They've even got nice little thingies. Nice little popper that pops into the stock fixing. Slight saving. Get him on 56 grams. Yeah, not that much. 28 grams saving. Every little helps and all that. The quality of that. Moto composites. Stop one of those. 56. 36. Saved over 4 kilos already. Unbelievable. Look at that. So that's the carbon bits on. Looking very, very tidy indeed. So now I think we look at the headlight now. I think we'll get the headlight carbony bits on. Now these are from FF Carbon in Germany. Look at those, sexy. Look at those, sexy. Standard surround, 132. Carbon one, 98. Which gives us a 34 gram saving. 84 stockaroonies, 63 saving of 21 grams. Another 21 grams. I'm upside down. All this was a pain in the backside. Absolute pain in the backside. Problem is, this back piece is a flexible piece, so the actual plastic one of these has got flex in it to sort of cramp to crimp and sort of move, whereas obviously the carbon isn't flexible, so it's really hard to try and put a non-flexible piece in place of a flexible piece of plastic. But it's taken me about an hour and a half to do this. I've also fitted the Cyclops LED kit as well, which is a pain because you've got a lot of wiring then to try and get in behind this thing, and I'm not even, you know, oh, it's been a pain. We turn her on. Whoa, it's all white, none of that yellow light business. Boo, boo, boo. That's bright. Tailpiece off, what a pain in the ass to get that off. That's me. 131, 61. Ooh, good saving. 70 grams saving. What's the aggro? Whoa, yeah. Oh, that's the carbon bits on. I think I've earned myself an ice cold beer. Cheers, Rottweiler. So massive thanks to Moto Composites, massive thanks to FF Carbon, links in the description. Links in the description. Titanium, let's be having ya. These are race fasteners, titanium bolts. We've got a disc set, these yoke bolts in titanium. We've also got the caliper bolts in titanium and the rear caliper bolts in titanium as well. Race fasteners, Andrew there is basically started doing it. It's a new company, started out, he's an engineer, he started making his own fasteners, and we're going to go through this bike, and he started to produce some kits. So if you go on his website, there's a link in the video, in the description of the video, and to his website. He does some disc bolt kits, some bikes on there, but we're going to expand his range, and he's going to do a full range for the KTM, and I'm going to be the guinea pig. Stock bolt, 14 grams, titanium 9 grams. That's what I like to see. Let's do the big one. We have tyres. Let's get them fitted. Woo! Gorgeous. Stock carbon. So I've got the tyres on. I've got the new Pirelli Rosso Corsa 2s. These are new out, these tyres, one of the first sets in the UK actually. So these are a little bit more sporty than the Rosso 3s I currently have on. So the idea being is I've got 2 sets of wheels, and I'm going to do some proper comparisons between the carbon wheels and the stock wheels. So when I take it on track, I'll take both sets of wheels with me and I can swap them over. I've got a data logger so I can compare lap times between carbon and stock wheels. So that should be really interesting. I mean, okay, the Rosso 3s are not quite as sporty as the Rosso 2s, but yeah, they're close enough. They're both Pirelli, they're pretty close. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the discs off these wheels. Obviously get the wheels off the bike, take the discs off, weigh the stock wheels compared to the carbon wheels. Time for the scales. I've had to upgrade the scales because I've got off now. I had to upgrade the scales because the little kitchen scales, a bit too heavy for them. Carbon 7. 8.3, 8,300, so it's 1.3 grams lighter. Standard disc bolts, 109 grams. Titanium bolts, 73 grams, 73 grammies. Titanium, looking sexy. Standard caliper bolts, 164. Carry on. 92. Changing these little bolts really does add up. Total loss so far, 5.6 kilos off the bike. Front wheel on, looking sexy. It's looking nice. It's looking very, very nice. Now we've got to do the back one. For the rear wheel, we've got to get serious. 60 mil on the back of the Duke. That's a big bugger. Get out of it. So, standard wheel off, carbon. Let's weigh them. Stock wheel, 13.3. 13,300. Heavy, 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 mother. Come on, we ain't got all day. Carbon wheel, 9.6. There's 3.7 kilos saved on the back wheel. 3.7 kilos saved. That back wheel's way lighter. That's not a bad day's work. And a few grand later. All done. Rear wheel on. It looks good. It looks bloody good. Let's get it outside. Let's have some finished video of this beauty. So hang on, before we do that, hold on 2 seconds. What's our total weight saving? So 9.305 kilos saved. So we saved almost just over 9 kilos. The rear wheel was massive saving on weight. If my calculations are correct, the rear wheel without a tyre, the standard one, weighed 6.5 kilos, and the carbon one weighed 2.8 kilos. So, you know, it's under half the weight of the cast aluminium rear wheel, the carbon one. So massive saving on the rear wheel, 3.7 kilos saved on the rear wheel. So it's under half the weight of the stock rear wheel, the carbon one. Massive saving. So I can't wait to get this on the road and see what difference these wheels make to the performance of the bike. And the 10 kilos in total I've knocked off. Plus the amount of weight that saves on rotational mass with the wheels. So it should accelerate faster, it should brake easier, it should be easy to turn into the corners because you won't have that gyroscopic effect keeping the bike upright so much. Oh God, she's gonna be an absolute animal. Animal! I'm not finished with this bike though. I'm not finished yet. I've been sent by Rottweiler Performance one of their steering damper kits, so you can bin off the standard steering damper, which is non-adjustable, and actually go for the Scott adjustable steering damper, which sits here. So I'm going to do a video about fitting the Rottweiler kit for the Scott steering damper, because that allows you to have some high speed adjustment, so you can have the dampening only working when it starts really flapping, so you can have a nice loose steering until things start to get exciting and then it calms it all down. So that's next, the Scott steering damper kit from Rottweiler for the Super Duke. Oh, and let me just show you, doesn't it look sexy? So yeah, so the Rottweiler kit includes a bracket to fit this steering damper up here like that. So then you've got a high speed adjustment, you've got normal dampening adjustment for low speed. How good is that going to look on the bike when that's fitted as well? This is going to be the most blinged up Super Duke you've ever seen.